Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to your 40th Java tutorial. And today we are going to talk about setter and get methods. So they are nothing as such of importance, but it is a kind of normal practice adopted in object-oriented programming. So, and not only object-oriented programming, but in fact any normal coding, we often use the set and get methods. So we are using the same code which we made, which we used in the previous tutorial, and we are going to make some changes in it. So first of all, we are going to make this time 6 different methods. So the first 3 are going to be set methods, which will set hour, and the second one will set minute. And the third one is gonna set the seconds. So we have only given the reference to our methods here, but not actually made one. So let's make them. So for a method we have to give, unlike the constructors, we have to give the access modifier first. So public, and since we have no return type in this case, so we are going to make it a void, and let's name it set hour, and it's gonna take one argument, which is hour, and it is going to give the input to our instance variable, which we have made here. So hour equals, and again we are going to make an if statement, so we can define a range for the input. So as we have made in the previous tutorial of the time class here, so again we are going to make a shorthand if statement. So if our r is greater than or equal to 0, and wait, where is my 0, and hour is less than 24, then return hour, else return 0. So this is our first method. So we have made set hour, but we are still getting error cause we are referring to our method here without any argument, but we are taking an argument here. So as you can see, our small error has gone away, and similarly we are going to make 2 more methods, but I am lazy, so I am going to copy this, and in place of hour it's going to be minute here, so m s, here also s, and s, and s, and here is going to be 60 because we have 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minute, minute, and minute. Let's change it to minute here, here's second. So it looks good. Now we have to give the arguments here, so m and s, And so we have made our set methods here, which are simply going to assign a value to our instance variables. And now let's make our get methods, which are going to simply return the values. So again, public, and since they are going to return something, they are going to be integer. And now get, first one going to be our, and since it's just returning a value, so no arguments, and return our, as simple as that. And make sure you are following me, because it is too simple. Again, we are going to copy it, paste, and let me give a little space here. Actually, we need more space. So get our, it's gonna be get minute, and the last one is going to be get second. Again, here in place of hour, it is going to be minute, and second. So now we have our set methods, which are simply giving some or setting our instance variables, and we have get methods, which are returning the values in our instance variables. So we now need one more method, and I promise this is going to be the last one. And what this one's gonna do is set our time to the military time. So since it's returning or giving the display in terms of military time, it's gonna be a string. So public string, let's name it to military, because military time is the easiest to read. And again, the military is going to return something, so we don't need any arguments here. So what we are going to do is what we are going to do, we are going to return. So return string dot format and as you know, we need two arguments for this. So first one is going to be our output. So we need percentage 2d column, again percentage 2d for our minutes, again column, and percentage 2d. And here we are going to call our set get methods, not set. So get our and get minute, and the last one get second. The M should be capital here. So looks good. So again, this percentage 02d is saying that we need 2 decimal places for our output. So it is going to give 2 decimal places. So these are basically the set and get methods. Again, just make sure to write all this stuff, and in the next tutorial I am going to show what we really want to do with this. So again, make sure you type this, and see you guys in the next tutorial.